Top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack. Being at our best, we build and esteem ourselves through thinking. Hope y'all having a beautiful morning, man. Checking in from Las Vegas, as you see, man. Being the best version of ourselves in each and every way. But guys, I'ma need some of y'all to stop living in the past. What you mean, One Stack? Man, we can start at the beginning. You know, we all have been through trials and tribulations where we went through things, that might not have been the best version of ourselves. And, somebody is always trying to remind us about what we went through, who we used to be, the things we did, et cetera, et cetera. But the thing is, God shows us grace. So why don't these people show us grace? But even more so, we tend to harp on these mistakes that we made and live in the past and don't give ourselves grace. Instead of moving forward in life each and every day when you wake up. See, that's the beautiful thing about life. When you wake up the next day, you get a chance to get it right. But you got to leave that past where it's at. Even yesterday, if you messed up on a test, leave it at there yesterday. If you had an argument yesterday, leave it where it's at and focus on your future. You dig what I'm saying? But people are so stuck on the past. Now, even with dealing in the past, you guys like to stick in the past with relationships. I see you guys do it time and time again. Man, you break up with this girl or you break up with this man and, you was with them, and then later on you fall weak for him or her and you go back to him. And of course, the way you walk in the door is the way you walk out the door. And if that person wasn't good enough then in the past, they definitely ain't good enough now. So instead of just holding on to that past, you got to release these things to, to open up your life for the blessings that God has for you in your life. Because God can't bless your cup with 100% of blessings if it's half full of negativity and past stuff. Can you dig it? Now, we're not saying that nobody's better than the next person or that, hey, because we all fall short of the glory of God. But the difference between a lot of people who make it in life, a lot of people that are winners, man, hey, God has forgot about what he forgave us for. It's before he forgave us for it. So we should do the same. Stop holding on to that past. Stop judging people. Stop holding on to people of the past. You dig what I'm saying? Now, I understand that you're a loving person, you're a loving man or woman, you're a God, you're a God's gift, you're chosen, and you want to give that love to somebody, but you have to choose who to give it to. Sometimes you can't give it to family if they done something to you in the past. You got to learn how to love them from a distance. Everybody is not fit for that type of love that you have. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not fit to eat at your table, to get that type of emotion up out of you. So you got to leave people where they're at, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because even in life, we elevate. And sometimes we elevate past each other. Even in relationships, situationships, and no level is better than the next. No level's better than the next, but everybody is just leveling up. So you just got to be willing to leave the past and let people go. But see, like me, my problem used to be that anytime something was going good in my life, I wanted to take everybody with me. Almost like, hey, I got some free tickets to this show. Hey, everybody, let's go. And guys, everybody wasn't meant to go with you. You know what I mean? Everybody wasn't meant to go with you. It's been times where you guys have got invited to say, let's say dinners, luncheons. It could be like a little dance or something with your job. And they invited you, okay? But you brought a friend. And as soon as you and your friend got there, your friend was like, I'm ready to go. But they weren't meant to be there anyway, guys. Holding on to these bad things, man, holding on to these bad people. There's nothing wrong with walking out of people's life and going along your journey, becoming the best version of yourself and ascending. And when faith puts you back on the path of these individuals, if they do, well, then that's how you deal with them, but you can't force it. See, and a lot of you guys want to force things in this world, and it's not supposed to be like that. The past is exactly what it is, and for you guys out there constantly judging people, come on, man. Are you casting the first stone? Who are you to throw any judgment towards anybody's situation? Are you perfect? The only person that's perfect is God. I'm not trying to be perfect. Well, you know what? I'm not even flawed. I'm just not perfect. And when we talk about perfection and not trying to live perfect and leaving things where they at, People are quick to itemize sin, and try to throw that pebble on you and say, oh, well, you're doing this. They got an opinion about how you dress. They got an opinion about how you talk. They got an opinion how you look. But guess what, guys? My dad told me something very important a long, long time ago. He said, hey, son, if you keep your mind on your own business, you ain't got time to worry about nobody else's. So therefore, I don't have time to judge you on your past. What I do is I judge you on how you treat me, how you interact with me. It's like watching a movie. It's like watching a movie. Brand new movie comes out, people go watch it, and you got some people saying, hey, that movie sucked. Some people saying it's good. But are you going to believe it for yourself? Are you going to go see it for yourself? Some of you guys just believe what people say. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of just finding out for yourself. You dig? So, leave the past transgressions alone. Make sure you're going to be the better version of yourself. You got to do this with intention, guys. It's really hard because we're not perfect, man. And like I said, we as men are flawed. And whenever we tend to bump our head, we're always like, man, I did that last week. Man, I keep doing this. But if you take the time to think more before you make choices and decisions and let things come out of your mouth, you'll find that you don't make the same past mistakes that you once used to. See, and that comes with getting in line with your purpose, getting up and getting in that repetition, in that routine of, 3 o'clock in the morning, getting in line with your prayer, you're praying, you're reading, you're lifting weights, you dig, you're going to go to work, you get you a nap, and then that's starting you a whole second morning. And that's how you, man, leave that past alone and manifest great things in your future. Words are very strong. Choose to manifest great things in your future instead of the negative things of the past. Because if you keep doing that, that's all you'll ever be. That's all you'll ever be. The lowest point of a conversation is remember when, or man, I'm finna get back to how I was. I'm about to get back to, hey guys, you're never going to get back to the past version of you. That person has moved on. That person is deleted. But you can be the best version of yourself. You will be the better version of yourself. You will be a version of yourself that you never imagined. Me personally, I never wanted a six-pack. I've had a flat stomach before, but this time my weight loss, I said, I'm getting me a six-pack. Well, guess what? I got me a six-pack, being better than I've ever been. I'm never going to get to the past again, and I'm not trying to, so we're going to leave it where it's at because the past is the past for a reason. So now, guys, to sum it up, when you leave that past alone with relationships, definitely relationships, peopleships, family ships, job ships, and stop going back to something that didn't work, because if it didn't work then, it didn't work now. Move forward and have some faith and try something different and live outside of your box and move forward. And you're going to find, man, you ain't worried about the past and you are manifesting nothing but the best in your life. You are becoming the best version of yourself, being at your best. That's all being at your best is, guys. Building esteem of self through thinking. And you can't have your esteem up if you're constantly thinking about what happened yesterday. You're constantly thinking about how you burnt your hand on the skillet yesterday. You're constantly thinking about yesterday, how you got into it with your girl. Man, let that stuff go, man. You can't go back and change that. That's why time is so important, that we try to think before we speak, so we don't do these things. So guys, man, if you like this video, hit that notification bell so you get alerted when I drop a video. Like the video, subscribe to the video, and make sure you share it, man. One Stack is dropping that content for you guys, organic, each and every day. See, people will run out of stories to talk about when it comes to prison and being locked up and other things like that. But I have an infinite mindset. My conversation will never stop. It's just going to go through the roof on a spiritual level. One Stack love you guys. You have a beautiful day, and remember to be at your best.